Don't support the phonies. Support the real. You know what I mean? How can these people be talking about how they so real and they don't care about our communities? How can they be talking about what they, all this, you know, the hood, blah, 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 blah. They don't care about our communities. You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say in their lyrics.
I want to share a message with you tonight that I believe, if you'll listen, will change your lives. There's some things going on right now and around you that you don't realize that are happening. And so the message I have to share is that kind of message.
With computer chips in the right fist, barcodes and devices that scan the hand of a man that stands but is lifeless. Unaware that the fruit is priceless. His failed sacrifices entices the sky to find ignore the righteous. In a white dress-up shirt, necktie, khakis, and shoes. He waits in a grocery store line to purchase his factory foods. Now after he moves to the front to make his transaction, he transmits his computer handship through a futuristic contraption, subtracting the credit from what's embedded under his skin, never realizing that his freedom has long since come to an end. He lives under a camera lens that records his family and friends. Camcorders on all street corners that corners him in.
It takes 13 steps to reach the all-seeing eye. They dislodge the cornerstone. Now satellites rest in the gleaming sky. The demon spies watching us down every road and path. I scream and cry, God we trust. The globe is slowly grabbed. They encode the map to inject the program with a nudie last. My soul is past being owned by Babylon. Move I don't I style. Alone I pass and roam away from low orbiting drones and space stations that wait patient to begin transporting clones. They teleport and record you through telephones and telescopes that can zoom in and read the sample in your personal envelope. The elder spoke at the seminar. I listened with an open ear. He told me to control his lies, and they're the ones provoking fear.
And he caused us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead.
If you do everything they tell you to, and if you do everything you're told, you're just a robot. Move by remote control. If you do everything they tell you to, and if you do everything you're told, you're just a robot. Move by remote control.
See, cybernetics will alter human genetics with biometric synthetic fibers injecting bodies like diabetics. The robotics of electronic media, believe it's raw. The lithium store will gradually mark a previous saw. The devious law justifies with untrusting eyes. The Immigrations Act of '86 declared the flush demise when they rustin' like spies. The when they activate this act of faith, now they can see every single path you navigate. When the savages take control, revelations will unfold. Chapter 13, 17 of the text reflects the untold. The hearts have become cold like coal from gold mining. Light spirits are possessed and left innocent souls dying. Lying tongues lash out of wicked lips. Blasphemous syndicates to the cake this intricate plan will benefit man and his investments.
We have been lulled into thinking that whatever the government does is all right.
Under the microscope, the rat race takes place while the cats chase the mice into the mousetrap that's mapped out on the atlas or atlas that is laced with NASA bases, while the masses faces passive bases profile disasters from atomic flashes to ashes. The dust becomes us, but you know robots have no hearts and tin men become rust. The trust in technology has become men's friend and philosophy. John on the island of Patmos has written this prophecy of this modern society back in ancient ages. In his vacant labors, he warned us of these forsaken dangers. Time is making changes, millions of civilians are now androids, transforming into cyborgs that are tuned into human voice. Humans destroyed and left spiritless. Conspiracy, clearly the theory is. The theory is formed in more than 51 areas on. With a serious scorn, the scar is the mark left by Lucifer's furious horn.
If you do everything they tell you to, and if you do everything you're told, you're just a robot. Move by remote control. If you do everything they tell you to, and if you do everything you're told, you're just a robot. Move by remote control.
The white collar man stepped out of the store unaware of the item's purpose. After he obtained it through his hand with a chip beneath the surface. Within a second time, the object's vault transferred to his file. He walked through the parking lot with his programmed plastic smile. The media under his skin started to change his formation rapidly. It wasn't long after he took the chip, he asked himself, what's happened to me? His voice replied, he said, what? In a quick blink of an eye, the statement flushed out of his mind. He pushed up his button up, gave status go watch for the time. The time was getting late, he had a date within a Wall Street building. He was not a single man, he had a wife and had 2 children. As he made his way to his white van and headed over to the meeting, he felt the sharp pain in his right hand, and that's when it started bleeding. Lithium stored within his battery, we thought a holder just erupted. That's when he realized his precious soul had been corrupted. He tried to blame it on the media for feeding mostly myths. He sat back upon his life, said how it turned out like this. He was in front of the United Nations, and on their flag they had a globe shot. He thought, I can't believe they turned us people into robots. With gun in hand, he looked in the gutter on the street and seen a vapor and questioned, why'd I trade my existence for a piece of green paper?
Hold the gun to your head and pull the trigger.
to the half to it. Ease your pain and ease your rain upon this frustration. Living by a proclamation and this misinterpretation that we are not God's creation. Yes, the odds are facing right in our direction. Every section of the world is living hell with no protection, so it seems. But things ain't exactly what they seem. People are fools trying to live the American dream. It's a scheme, plot, playing, yes, a conspiracy, man. You're selling me anti-social, but where I stand, I see you playing upon my brand. Take over my life with your laws as we live in other prophecy. The Third World War,
The apocalypse, clockworks, keep on the top of shit, the Armageddon logic. Time was on metropolis, crumble from the prison of the humble. Antichrist was in the hubble, Brian Gumble tell the secrets of the struggle and the hustle of the politicians' hustle of the new world order plans, agenda, scams, demands, help a ransom, pass down the grants of various advance to new levels of height and authority. Try to be majority of this one race laboratory. The 8 cents of mandatory having told in scrolls and tablets. Prophets of the universe pronounced to earth inhabited with rapidness. The last days of time are nearly here. When the planet's array and sun keeps burning through the atmosphere. The hemisphere to the north will soon become the east. New Jerusalem to the west. Yo, how many really keep? He said 144,000 spared. Rest will be deceased as we feel God's rapture. The lion beside the lamb to get business cast before the beast into the foreign land.
And yo, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Hell yes, apocalypse now. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
They say signs of the end is near.
I heard allegedly in the description of a weapon consists the breath of heaven's essence and blessings and senses of Armageddon. A scarlet ribbon, a token of the hallowed obsessions. The rings of linen was given to the lords of lost dominion. The seven-headed organism, as humans representing the cells within them, keeps it living by the vision of the scarlet ribbon. To fiber optic, this microscopic logic says the beast in progress along the rivers of darkness amongst the heartless and the conscious. Spark the thoughts of unborn prophets beyond the mantle and the cosmic paradox. Unlocks the ancient thoughts that case in solid rock. It's apocalyptic, top clock working towards the equinox. Combining secret service creeping through your speaker box.
Time will tell, the teachings of man will leave minds in hell. As the 7 signs accelerate, hell is waiting to dwell. Spell, bounded on earth, feel like I'm caught up in the Amazon. Except this camera's on, photograph on the path that answers on. The great eye in the sky above the pyramid of spies. Ignitions, plan assassinations on eye. Myself will die fighting, igniting a revolution in relation to revelations. Unlock the beast to seek peace and salvation. Time is wasted as government officials come with admissible issues full of dismissal of biochemical missiles while whistling Dixie. Side of Area 51, far from pretty, scoping UFOs over my city, son. So what jams? Torch the mic to scorch his hands, to distort your plans. The film of rain is a rain on the orchard sands. I stand sturdy upon these rocky and awful lands, trying to keep my balance in check, inspecting the corporate grants that funds the research for microchippers and plans. In the advanced one world government, mother with new enhanced surveillance technology. So I dance in my astrology, get deep like Greek mythology. Tax facts on the economy. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Hell yes, apocalypse now. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
They say signs of the end is near.
The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Hell yes, apocalypse now. The first shall be last, and the last